First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Carolina Panthers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he's got room. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big pickup there on the run. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
First down, and they go back to Harris. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Now a first down carry for Harris. It's a pickup. And it'll bring up second down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On the give, this is Harris. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Damian Harris, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Panthers 7, Lions nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Mayfield. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1st down, Mayfield. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. And connecting here with D.J. Shark. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Precision, precision, precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength all the time. Well, if you're not precise and you're not accurate, the arm strength really doesn't matter. We saw a little bit of everything with that throw.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw is Murray. There's Trimble, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It'll be a 45-yard punt and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Switch. Check safety. Tight go. Point it right.
Mayfield on play action. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. There he goes right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Lions 7.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is caught. And in for the Lions, touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
Ties the game, 14. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the... And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Lions on just 2 plays have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And the Lions have recovered. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Mayfield. Touchdown! It's complete. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Murray going to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the Panthers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. You know, it's great to be a Pro Bowl quarterback, all-pro wide receiver. Those guys get all the endorsements. But we've seen a lot of guys carve out a great career as a special teams ace.
And it's one of the most important parts of the game. We can talk offense and defense all we want, but the third phase, special teams, that can be the difference between winning and losing. And how about the big play created here? Big-time effort, and that can help his team.
2nd straight week, he's forced to fumble. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 103 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a give, right side. Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and goal, Murray. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Mike Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
On second down, Sanford. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers to get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of...
Touchdown, Carolina! A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter.
28-all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 69 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. A big play there for Detroit. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the...
And in for the Lions, touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Lions 35, Panthers 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a 2nd down and 6. Mayfield to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Murray now on 1st down. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Murray to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. 1 second, all that remains. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Second and 14. Mayfield now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zaven Collins came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. That caught by Trimble. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Play fake. Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. This from 54 yards away. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And now here's another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run again with Harris. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed out hard there. He was ready for that running play. Play action. Now it's Murray. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 6 yards left on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Sanford. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Lions 35.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't buy. And now here's another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
On play action, it's Murray. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Carolina.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
They'll run on first down. Harris. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Murray now. Looking deep downfield. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Big time. Let's go, boys. Let's go. 180.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because I nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. From the gun, Mayfield. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He's going to take another shot here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And Chark calls it in. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there for Detroit.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Play fake. Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
At the 24-yard line.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. Able to power through. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 130 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
1st down, Carolina.
On 1st down, it's Harris. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's still barreling through. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, He's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch your shit, watch your shit. Hey, watch your shit.
They'll run on first down. Harris, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Murray off play action. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Ball carrier. The tackle by Zaven Collins. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up a third down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mayfield's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw, Mayfield. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good, and that cuts this lead down to 13. So down a couple scores, only 1 timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On first down, it's Harris. Romeo Okwara in on the tackle. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Terrace Marshall, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Mills. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
And they take a knee. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.